Welcome to Cloud Love Sleep Stories. My name is Dana Michelle. Thank you for being here. Tonight, I have a special bedtime story that isn't really a story at all. This is about local heroes who serve our communities and work tirelessly and selflessly to keep us all safe. This story is designed to help you fall fast asleep, but it's intended to honor the reality our first responders endure every day and include some helpful information on the importance of self-care. Go ahead and fall asleep, allowing your subconscious mind to absorb these helpful tips. If you like sleep stories and meditations, please subscribe so you can be notified when I post new content. Tonight, as you settle in, this story is dedicated to you, the brave, compassionate, and selfless first responder. Whether you serve with the fire department, police department, or as a mental health care crisis responder, every day you navigate the highs and lows of a profession that demands so much of your heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a space just for you, where you can let go of the weight of your responsibilities and focus on caring for the most important person in this moment, you. The dispatcher has called your number over the radio. As you approach the scene, you see the red and blue flashing lights of the emergency vehicles as you approach the scene, the chaos and urgency of people rushing to help and those in need of help. The faces of those you assist are etched in your memory, each one telling a different story. The bright fluorescent lights of the emergency room blur into a frenzy of activity as you run towards the incoming ambulance to help your team. Red and blue strobe lights reflect off the white walls, and the faces of those you've helped flash through your mind. As you sprint towards the flashing lights and blaring sirens, the world around you becomes a blur. Your eyes quickly scan the scene, taking in every detail, including perhaps even the worried expressions of bystanders. The glow of the emergency lights casts an eerie hue on everything, adding to the surreal nature of the moment. Maybe it's the scent of burning rubber, gasoline, and smoke that fills your nostrils as you rush to the scene. Later, the smell of blood and sweat lingers on your skin as you tend to the injured. The familiar scent of disinfectant and antiseptic fills your nostrils as you enter the hospital. These smells have become all too familiar during your time as a first responder. There are other familiar odors, and you know all too well what I mean by that. Your heart races and your skin prickles with adrenaline as you quickly assess the situation, feeling the weight of the responsibility on your shoulders. Your hands shake as you administer first aid, your body tense with the physical demands of your job. Your heart thumps in your chest with each step towards the patient, adrenaline coursing through your veins. Your hands feel cold and clammy as you take in the details of the situation, the texture of the patient's skin, and the injuries they've sustained. Your pulse quickens, and your senses are heightened as you assess the situation. Your hands automatically reach for your equipment, familiar with the weight and texture of each tool. As you push and pull to free the victims from the wreckage if you're at a vehicle crash, adrenaline courses through your body and your muscles tense with the strain. It's a crescendo of sensations, a symphony of emotions that course through your being in a dizzying whirlwind, leaving an indelible imprint on your soul and a profound weight on your heart. And yet, through it all, you carry on with a fierce determination and an unbreakable sense of purpose, knowing that your selflessness and bravery make a difference in the world. Your nervous system is remarkable, finely tuned to respond to emergencies and keep you alert when it matters most. In those critical moments, Your body activates a cascade of reactions. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tense, and your mind sharpens to respond with precision and care. This is your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response, ensuring you're ready for anything. But when the sirens fade and the calls subside, it can be challenging to shift gears, to find calm after the storm. Your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and recovery, often struggles to take over. Prolonged stress, when left unchecked, can wear on your mind and body, leading to burnout, anxiety, or even psychological stress injuries. This can manifest in many ways: trouble sleeping, lingering fatigue, or a sense of detachment from the world around you. And while your instinct is to care for others, it takes courage and strength to turn that care inward. The good news is that you can train your nervous system to find balance again. Neuroscience teaches us that your brain has an incredible capacity for neuroplasticity, the ability to rewire itself based on your habits and practices. By engaging in regular self-care and relaxation techniques, you can help your nervous system transition more smoothly from a state of alertness to one of calm. This is not just a luxury, it's a necessity for your long-term well-being. Tonight, let's explore what it means to care for yourself with the same dedication and compassion you show to others. Together, we'll delve into how your brain and body process the intense experiences of your work. Each call, each moment of urgency leaves an imprint. Your brain, like a careful archivist, stores these experiences, sometimes replaying them when you least expect it. But you are not defined by these memories. Instead, you have the power to process them, to release their hold, and to find peace. Imagine, for a moment, the incredible resilience of your mind. Each time you step into the unknown, you bring with you not just your training and skills, but your humanity, your empathy, your courage, and your capacity to connect with those in need. These qualities are your greatest strengths, but they also mean you feel deeply. And feeling deeply is both a gift and a challenge. As you listen to this story, I invite you to breathe deeply. Inhale slowly, letting your lungs fill with air, and exhale, releasing any tension you've been carrying. Feel your shoulders relax, your jaw soften, and your heartbeat begin to steady. This is your moment to let go, to step out of the role of responder and simply be. Let's take a journey together, one that leads you to a place of rest and renewal. Picture yourself walking through a quiet forest at dusk. The air is cool and crisp, carrying the earthy scent of pine and soil. Each step you take feels deliberate and grounding, as if the forest floor is supporting you with every movement. You hear the rustle of leaves in the gentle breeze and the distant call of an owl, a reminder that the world around you continues in its rhythm, steady and unhurried. This forest represents a sanctuary, a space where you can reconnect with yourself. As you walk, you notice a stream nearby, its waters clear and glistening in the fading light. You sit beside it, listening to the soothing sound of water flowing over smooth stones. The stream carries with it the weight of your day, washing it away and leaving you lighter with every passing moment. In this safe space, we'll explore simple, effective practices to calm your nervous system after a challenging day. Deep breathing is one such practice, a way to signal to your body that it's time to relax. Let's try it together now. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4, and exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. As you do this, Imagine each exhale releasing the tension stored in your body. Repeat this a few times, feeling the calming effect ripple through you. Another powerful way to find solace is through mindful grounding techniques. When your mind feels scattered or overwhelmed, return to the present moment by engaging your senses. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This simple exercise anchors you to the here and now, helping your nervous system find its equilibrium. Visualization is another powerful tool. Picture a moment in your life that brought you joy, perhaps a sunrise over the mountains, the laughter of a loved one, or the peaceful stillness of a quiet morning. Allow yourself to immerse in this memory, to feel the warmth and comfort it brings. This practice can help shift your focus from the stressors of the day to a place of peace and positivity. Self-care rituals are also essential in maintaining your well-being. These can be small yet meaningful acts, like taking a few minutes each morning to stretch and breathe, savoring a warm cup of tea before bed, or writing down 1 thing you're grateful for each day. These moments of care are not indulgent, they are necessary. They remind you that you are worthy of the same kindness and attention you offer to others. One of the most profound ways to regulate your nervous system is through consistent physical activity. Exercise, whether it's a brisk walk, yoga, or strength training, releases endorphins, which help counteract the effects of stress hormones like cortisol. Even just a few minutes a day can make a significant difference in how you feel physically and mentally. Let's also talk about the importance of seeking support when you need it. There is strength in acknowledging when you're struggling and in reaching out to a trusted friend, colleague, or professional. The stigma around asking for help can be a heavy burden, but breaking through it can be liberating. Remember, seeking support is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of courage and self-respect. If sleep feels elusive, consider establishing a bedtime routine that signals to your brain it's time to wind down. Dim the lights, turn off electronic devices, and engage in a calming activity like reading, journaling, or listening to soothing music. Consistency is key. Going to bed at the same time each night helps regulate your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. As you rest tonight, think of all the ways you've made a difference. Each life you've touched, each moment of comfort you've provided, is a testament to your incredible capacity to care. But to continue giving so much of yourself, you must also receive. You must allow yourself to rest, to heal, and to renew your strength. Picture yourself now, back in the forest. The stars begin to appear in the night sky, their light shimmering like tiny beacons of hope. You lie down on a soft bed of moss, gazing up at the vast expanse above. The gentle sound of the stream lulls you, and the cool air wraps around you like a comforting blanket. In this moment, you feel completely at ease, completely safe. You are worthy of this peace. You are deserving of rest and care. As you drift off to sleep, know that this time is yours to recharge, to dream, and to awaken stronger. Tomorrow will come, and with it, new challenges and opportunities. But for now, let yourself be still. Let yourself heal. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your bravery, your compassion, and your unwavering commitment to serving others. We all know that being a first responder is not an easy job. It takes physical strength, mental fortitude, and emotional resilience. You face danger and uncertainty every day, yet you continue to show up with courage and grace. Your tireless efforts save lives, comfort the hurting, and provide hope in times of chaos. You are the calm in the storm, the light in the darkness, and the backbone of our communities. Without you, our world would be a much scarier place. But as much as we admire and appreciate all that you do for us, we also recognize the toll it can take on you. The long hours, the traumatic experiences, and the constant pressure can wear down even the strongest of individuals. This is why taking care of yourself is not only important, but essential. We cannot ask you to pour from an empty cup. We must first fill it with care and love so that you have something to give. So, as we come to a close, please remember these words. Rest well. Know that your work matters deeply and that you are valued more than words can express. But also know that it's okay to put yourself first sometimes, to take a break when needed, to seek support when struggling, and to prioritize self-care in all aspects of your life. A wise person once said, "Rest is not idleness, it is necessary replenishment." And how true this is for someone like you who gives so much of themselves every day. Rest recharges your body, mind, and spirit so that tomorrow you can continue being the superhero that you are. Thank you again for all that you do. We honor and appreciate you, not just today, but every day. Rest well, and good night.